from an early age in St. Louis. They had pretend press conferences using a hairbrush as the microphone. As you can say, he's been groomed for this. And it's paying off. Guys?
Yeah, they dotted every I and crossed every T. David, thank you. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Walker and Smart, the guards. Brown, the small four, with Tatum holding down the 4 spot. And it's Whiteside in at the 5. And for Detroit, Thomas is out there with Kennard. Then it's John Henson. Then there's Warren. And it's Wood in at the 4 spot. Doris, there is nothing like opening night in the NBA. Every fan base just teeming with optimism for the upcoming season.
I think all of us are just so thrilled to have NBA basketball back. There's no losses in the losing column. Everybody's happy. Let's tip it off and go.
And guys have that little step, and these first weeks of the season are always exciting.
Oh, no doubt. Everybody's bursting with enthusiasm. Players are fresh.
So I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Pistons shooting their first free throws of the game.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
And he knocks down the first one. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. And the Celtics rebounding well this summer. From the loss of Kyrie Irving and Al Horford, Kemba Walker possibly a better fit for this team.
And with their young core, understandable that they didn't want to extend Horford out to age 37. A revamped roster, but I think they remain a contender in the East.
Detroit with the ball. Following the miss by Hassan Whiteside. Kennard, the pass to Wood. And the first shot of the night for him missing. A 3-ball. Walker's shot is off. For the Celtics, they come into this one following a loss to the Milwaukee Bucks. Warren kicks to Thomas. Back to Warren. Pass to Kennard. Clock at 6. Here's Wood. That shot missing. Great D that time from Tatum. Brown wide open. He fires. Nailed from 3-point land.
Well, you can tell there's a team-first mentality with the young gun Jason Tatum working to find the open teammate. Nice.
Now, here's Warren. His last outing, 16 points for him. Lob pass to Warren. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Tatum wide open. He fires one. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
You have to be effective from anywhere on the floor if you're going to be elite. Jason Tatum, the in-between game, that's on point too, fellas.
Walker against Thomas. Outside Warren. Over Tatum. Back to Thomas. 6 to shoot. Tries it from 19. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time, Greg. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And you look at Jaylen Brown, the third pick back in 2016. Doris, tantalizing strength and athleticism.
Well, the absolute definition of a perfect basketball body. Excellent first step. For him, it's all about aggressiveness. Bringing those tools to bear in terms of your basketball skill.
First free throw is good.
And for Jaylen Brown at the free throw line, he has worked so hard on his mechanics, and that's paid dividends in terms of his confidence, guys.
And Brown drops them both.
And the Celtics, Brad Stevens, one of the youngest head coaches in the league and also one of the more respected.
And Greg, I was surprised that he didn't get any Coach of the Year votes 2 seasons ago. Think about it. The Celtics overcame injury to make the Eastern Conference Finals. Last season, he admitted his most trying in the 12 years as a coach. Boy, he is looking to get them back on track.
And they are very comfortable running their offense through Walker. And you can see why. Drops a sick dime right there. That pass was right on the money.
Pass to Warren. Henson trying to break free. Kept alive. Tries yet again. And the shot by Warren, no good.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Brown, good.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Here's Kennard. Guarded by Smart. It's Wood, top of the key. Over to the wing. Here's Thomas. Doesn't go for him. Walker with some nice D. Here's the Celtics with the ball. They're on an 11-2 run. Pass to Tatum. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And here is Warren. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. He shoot again. And it's Whiteside with the rebound.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Now, here's Thomas. Here's Wood. Back to Thomas. There's the triple. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Down low, here's Whiteside. And looking at the numbers for Whiteside the last few years, Greg, it seems like his production has come back down a bit.
And for a minute, Whiteside looked like he could be a dominant center, but he struggled since his great 2017 season. Shot selection has been hurting, and sometimes it feels like he is in his own way as a player.
Free throw, good, Whiteside.
Well, he might not be blocking 4 shots a game anymore, but Hassan Whiteside's still a factor in the paint defensively.
Rose is checked in for Detroit. He's perfect from the line this time. Pistons trail by 9. Tipped away. Stolen by Smart. Here's Tatum. Softly drops in the floater. Tatum's got 6. And with Whiteside, his size and length set him apart from others defensively. Greg, even at the center position.
You just can't ignore the reach and coverage that Whiteside has when he's in the paint. Even though the block numbers aren't what they once were, the amount of shots he changes is still very high.
Now here's Walker. Isaiah Thomas missing his last shot. Outside Tatum. For 3. Rebounded by the Pistons. Outside Warren. Outside Rose. Back to Thomas. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And stolen by Whiteside. Walker with it. Now Thomas defending. Shot's good by Walker.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here. Doris, so interesting to watch 7-footers who almost never shot 3-pointers make that now a featured part of their game.
Give some credit to the coaches who recognized the game was being revolutionized and that 3-point shooting, regardless of position, would become integral to success. So a guy like Marc Gasol, who actually fought the idea of taking threes, Brook Lopez, Nikola Vucevic, all of them have become more integral to team success and more capable NBA players because they can shoot the basketball. It's beautiful.
It is. Evolving and adapting at that size has been something to watch. Jordan McRae, he's checked in for the Pistons. Bruce Brown comes in for Isaiah Thomas. The Celtics also changing it up. Daniel Tice is checked in for Tatum. Green comes in for Smart. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Walker. Now here's Rose. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. McRae passes to Rose. Now Warren. Shot clock at 6. The 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. Whiteside's got his 8th rebound here tonight. The fadeaway. No good on that one. The Pistons go the other way with it. Rose looking around. Swiped away. And here we go. Here's Wanamaker, and he bangs it home with one hand.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit, Greg, for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Now here's Rose. And the foul called on Hassan Whiteside. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's already this guy's second foul now. He's either going to have to sit or play a bit more conservatively.
Williams, he's checked in for Whiteside. Warren against Williams. Can they get it? Williams with the block.
The reach of Williams is outstanding. He uses it to perfection to deny shooters.
Up top, Brown. Clock at 4. Warren, he hits that shot. His first of the night. Now 1 for 6.
Well, T.J. Warren, the catch-and-shoot jumper is pure.
Wanamaker, the pass to Brown. Back to Wanamaker. And Henson pulls it down.
Going for that shot in that situation is something that isn't going to help the offense.
And in a way, by taking that one, he's bailing out the defense. It's just too easy to stop.
Now here's Rose. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Shot by Brown, and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. And the Celtics lead by 15. For the Detroit Pistons, they come in off the loss to the 76ers in Philadelphia. Back to Rose. Henson trying to break free. Can't get it to go. He's taken 2 and missed 2. Here's Wanamaker. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
And the Pistons making a change here. Galloway is checked in. We've got 1:08 left to play in the first quarter. Outside Warren. The dish to Henson, and he gets the bucket.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Boston leading by 16. Right side Green. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
35 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's McCray. Some solid defense from Brown.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes. What a big-time asset defensively.
Brown the pass to Henson. McCray kicks to Warren. From deep three-point range, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. It's the Celtics. They lead by 18. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, we've seen the Celtics really take control here.
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, very disruptive in that first period. They never allowed the offense to get comfortable.
And so Green will bring it up for Boston. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. And a moment now to reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And Detroit looking at who they've got. John Henson out there with Warren. Then there's McCray. Then there's Brown. And it's Galloway in at the point. To the inside. Here's Warren. Henson trying to break free. Warren, good. Warren's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Pistons. Celtics leading by 16. Wanamaker the pass to Brown. Back to Wanamaker. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. As you and I were just talking about this, as more and more players are going public with their trade requests, do you think that's had a negative impact on the game?
Well, Kevin, I certainly think it makes long-term planning for NBA franchises a lot more difficult because contractually we are not seeing them hold true to the particular organization they may have signed that contract with. The reality is this in today's NBA. You've got to be nimble as an organization, and you have got to be attractive to them. And I mean that with great ownership, great leadership, and who are the players currently in your system. You have got to be incredibly nimble to be successful in today's NBA.
I think you're right on. Kennard, he's checked in for Bruce Brown. And so he hits both. Pistons trail by 18. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Here's McCray. He's covered by Brown. The pass to Galloway. Clock at 6. That one drops for him. Galloway has got his first basket.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Here's Wanamaker, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
That's a finish he'll be bragging about for a while.
As he should. Very impressive.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim, okay.
Now, here's Warren. Takes the 13-footer. Misses off the right iron. Over in the corner, Green. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Here's Wanamaker. And Henson pulls it down. Henson's got 4 rebounds in this game. Kennard kicks to Galloway. Pass to Warren. He scores for only his 3rd time tonight. Now 3 for 10, taking a climb out of the hole.
Well, strong desire to get on the interior. T.J. Warren attacking with ferocity.
Here's Wanamaker. 9 points in the game so far. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
For Boston, they have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Wood, he's checked in for John Henson. And Thomas subbed in for McCray.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Pistons trail by 19. Thomas up top, guarded by Walker. Thomas passes to Wood. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist.
Yeah, finding the weakness in the defense. That's the court savvy of Thomas at work.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Williams passes to Poirier. And Walker kicks to Tatum. The shot. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Tatum's got 8 points.
Wow, what a smart offensive player. You can depend on Jason Tatum to take quality shots within the game plan.
Floats one, and Thomas with the lay-in. Good.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Boston leading by 16. Walker with it. Now defended by Warren. Walker in the post. 11 points for him in that last game against Milwaukee. And no good. Here's Kennard. Guarded by Tatum. Outside Warren. Oh, that's blocked.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
Hands it from downtown.
I'll tell you, he's in a rhythm and playing with purpose. Great first quarter, even better in the second.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Dwayne Casey was the 2018 Coach of the Year, but as we all know, he was fired after that same season by the Raptors. Casey has found a home in Detroit. Casey said, "I have no regrets." Winston Churchill said, "Success consists of going from failure to failure without losing enthusiasm." And that's what I've done. So, Kevin, Dwayne Casey is still pounding the rock.
He sure is, and I like that Churchill quote as well. Thanks, David. Pistons trail by 19. The tray. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. Thomas got 3 assists tonight.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Now, here's Walker. Williams' shot is off.
Well, you think back to T.J. Warren and how good he has been for the last few years. And yet last season, he took a huge step forward by adding the three-pointer to his arsenal.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Outside Tatum. Outside Williams. It's hauled in by Thomas. And the way Warren improved his three-point shooting last year, Doris, was incredible.
No doubt, Kevin. This is a guy who went from below 25% the year before from distance to making over 40% of his range shots. He did all this while coming close to tripling his three-point attempts. What an improvement.
Here's Walker. Isaiah Thomas picking up that last basket. Tatum deciding where to go with it. Passes it to Poirier. 6 on the shot clock. The Celtics need to get a shot off. The 3 from Tatum. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Tatum's got 11 points.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes. And they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. Doris, you've accomplished so much in your award-winning career. What was your first experience in broadcasting?
Kevin, my first experience was I left coaching and they put Providence College women's basketball on radio. That was the first ever game I got to call. It was so cool. Tell me yours. What was the very first? Did you study this? How did you get into broadcasting?
I did. Our high school had a radio station, and the first basketball broadcast was underneath the bleachers, looking through popcorn boxes and legs of the people that were standing in the bleachers so that I could see the court from the basement.
Amazing.
Because that's where the telephone cables were to plug in our equipment. And
wow.
I was 16 years old.
Incredible.
I remember it very well.
Incredible.
Very. Different look here for Detroit. Brown is checked in for Luke Kennard. And it's Rose in for Langston Galloway. Whiteside's checked in for Boston. Marcus Smart comes in for Brad Wanamaker. Now here's Rose. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Pass to Thomas. Steps back and fires. Rebound Boston. Whiteside's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Here's Tatum. Misses in close.
And his defense so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Here's Walker. Good D by Thomas. And here's Thomas, who brings it up for the Pistons. It's a 13-point game. Next game for them, they'll take on the Raptors at Toronto. That'll be just one game played away from home for them.
And without a doubt, one of the greatest small men we've ever seen. Zeke possesses the skill and determination to just take over a game at any point.
The Pistons have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. And he makes the first. Henson checked in for T.J. Warren. And both free throws good for Thomas. Celtics leading by 11. Outside, Walker. Boston, no good that time either. Now the Pistons with it. They're on a 13-5 run. Brown dishes to Thomas. There's the pass to Wood. Smart against Rose. The lead now in single digits. Rose has got his first points of the game.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Walker looking for an opening. Smart on the wing. Tatum against Brown. 5 on the clock. Bounce pass from Tatum. Here's Whiteside, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Jordan McRae, he's checked in for the Pistons. Daniel Tice is checked in for the Celtics. Brown comes in for Tatum. Pistons trail by 9. Brown outside. Pass to Rose. Passes to Wood. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Wood's got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
Rose against Walker. Whiteside kicks to Smart. Back to Whiteside. Pass to Walker. Trying to end the drought. They get the rebound. Second chance effort, and it's played in by Whiteside. And the Celtics lead by 9.
Yeah, and the presence of Whiteside in the paint, really unreal. He is a dominant figure down low. Great work to grab that second chance opportunity.
Here's McRae. From outside, off the mark. Boston's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Walker with it. Fires the 3. Sinks the three-pointer. And now a 12-point Celtic lead.
And he's kind of always had that shoot-first mentality for a point guard. And when you can shoot it like Walker, it's not necessarily a bad thing.
And so it's the Boston Celtics up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with head coach Brad Stevens. Coach, what did you think was the main edge you had?
Well, I thought defensively we were a lot better, and then that led to some offense. But obviously, we're playing a bunch of skilled guys, and we're able to spread the floor, and that's helpful.
You have to make them work at both ends. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. Boston had no problems getting going. They got on one incredibly dazzling streak and at one point had an 18-point lead. And they ended their mad dash in the first quarter with a formidable 18-point lead. Moving on to the second quarter, their lead was challenged, but never seriously, as they took a 12-point edge into the half. Taking a look at the Celtics, Shaq, what do you think?
Well, they're getting higher percentage looks, good game planning. The ball is moving around. Guys aren't pulling the trigger at the first thing they see. They're definitely staying disciplined. That's a big part of what has them having the lead at the halftime.
Over to Kenny. What you think about Detroit?
I thought they were definitely outworked on the defensive end. They showed a lack of hustle, a lack of physicality. They weren't staying in front of their guys or putting bodies on people. It's critical that they improve their defensive effort in the second half.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for Boston. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. On the floor for Boston. Brown, the small forward, with Tatum holding down the 4 spot. Walker and Smart, the guards. And it's Whiteside in at the 5. Smart. Off target from three-point range. Pistons trail by 12. You talk about the quiet producers in the league. T.J. Warren is one of the first names that come to mind.
The last few seasons, Warren has come close to chipping in 20 points a game. Doesn't do anything flashy, but he just hits his shots and piles up the points on a nightly basis.
Took him no time at all on that one. Smart's got the first basket of the second half here for the Celtics. Thomas passes to Warren. Locked loose. Stolen by Walker. To the paint. Here's Tatum. He doesn't hit that one. The Pistons go the other way with it. Here's Warren. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. Thomas got 4 assists now tonight.
Well, you like the effort of T.J. Warren, capitalizing when he's shooting in the painted area.
Now, here's Walker. He has 5. It's hauled in by Thomas.
Well, trying to find themselves in the second half here. Just 1 for 4 from the field. Can someone in the group get hot? Let's see.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Warren dishes to Thomas. He kicks it to Henson. Warren on the wing. He's got 11.
If you're going to play for this team, you've got to be willing to mix it up on the defensive end. And Jason Tatum gets in the space of the shooter. That's nice.
Here's Brown. Here's Whiteside. Detroit with the rebound. Now, here's Thomas. He's got 10. That one misses. Good work defensively by Whiteside.
And this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Right side Tatum. 6 to shoot. Rebounded by the Pistons. Woods got 6 rebounds in the game. Thomas, it's a wide open look. Good on the triple. Thomas got 13.
Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot. But right now, this guy is cooking.
Outside, Walker. Here's Tatum. It's hauled in by Wood. Wood's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Kennard. Guarded by Walker. Kennard kicks to Thomas. At the teardrop. Good for his 6th make, and a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
Yeah, that's the baby-faced assassin. Thomas, he'll smile at you, and then he'll cut your legs out from under.
Smart against Thomas. Left side, Smart. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Pistons trail by 8. Thomas deciding where to go with it. And the pass to Kennard. Outside Warren. And the 3 off target.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
Here's Whiteside. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Detroit's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Brown against Warren. And he's finally able to knock one down. Warren's got 4 points in the quarter.
That's what we call cashing in from the mid-range. T.J. Warren's been there a time or 2.
So the Celtics call timeout. They're first.
And looking to stop this run and get back on track.
Really needs to settle his guys down right now and get them refocused.
Pistons making a change here. Galloway's checked in.
And now look at Jason Tatum. A very nice season for him last year. Averaged about 15 points a game last season. 6 rebounds and 2 assists. You know, you look at the numbers and you think that this is great, but we know that he's capable of even bigger production.
You know, the numbers look okay, but the eye test tells us unequivocally he is capable of more. That is the sign of a star right there.
Now here's Thomas. Jason Tatum missing his last shot. Galloway with the bucket. Now it's just a 3-point Boston lead.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
And, Greg, they found their composure on both ends of the floor, and that is what triggered this run.
In the corner, Kennard with it. Rebound by Williams.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
Green passes to Wanamaker. Outside Williams. To end the drought. Rebound by the Pistons. Thomas got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive.
Pass to Wood. The Pistons working the ball around now. Here's the lob to the hoop.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Celtics leading by 3. Green, the pass to Poirier. Here's Wanamaker. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
For Boston, they have been at their finest form at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes. The first free throw is good. For the Pistons, McRae's checked in for Kennard. Bruce Brown comes in for Langston Galloway, and Derrick Rose is subbed in for Thomas. And the Celtics also making a change. Tice is checked in. Good on both.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Here's McRae. No points in the game yet for him. To the inside. The kick out to Brown. Back to Rose. There's the 3. The Pistons keeping it alive. A new 14. Wood can't hit.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
Here's Wanamaker. 17 points in the game.
And they got to bring the double team on him.
He's gone 6 of 6 from the free throw line. Pistons trail by 8. Here's McRae. It's Wood, top of the key. Passes it to McRae. Shot clock at 6. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. From deep. Rose, no good. Boston leading by 8. Outside, Green. Outside, Tatum. Fires top of the key. And it's Boston with another.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
Pass to Rose. And the run. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Boy, don't you love how Derrick Rose resurrected his career last season. What a surprise and a bright spot for the T-Wolves. He looked like a completely rejuvenated player.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. And for Rose, he looked refreshed and changed in how he approached his game.
You know what, Kevin? I think he is just a much more patient and smart basketball player. His 3-ball was so improved, and the shot selection was terrific. Turnovers were down, just improvement across the board.
And the Celtics making a change here. Smart's checked in. And while we've got this moment here, now let's take a look at last season's leaders in converting turnovers into points. 5th on the list, the Celtics.
And they turned all those mistakes into points at the other end. That aggressive style really yielding big dividends.
Here's McRae. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. That's in, and the Celtic lead is cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Derrick Rose.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
Now here's Smart.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Walker's checked in for the Celtics. We've got 1:18 left in the third. On the mark with the 15-footer. Walker's got 7 points.
You got to shadow Walker. His mid-range game is on point.
Rose against Walker. Rose kicks to Brown. The pass to McRae. Over Tatum. And the shot no good from McRae. And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for Boston. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Tatum's shot is off.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
The Pistons shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And the first one at the line is good. Warren's checked in for Christian Wood. Jaylen Brown's checked in for Boston. And good on the second, so he makes them both. There's 31 seconds left in the third quarter. Rose against Walker. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Here's Rose. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Rose has got his 3rd basket of the night.
Boy, what a warrior Derrick Rose is. This guy gets buckets through contact out there, so tough.
Now Walker. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Boston in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. We've got more in store for you right after this. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. They've got Warren on out there with Rose. Then it's John Henson, and it's McCray in at the small forward spot. That's the group for Detroit right now.
I'll tell you, tough first half puts it in the rear view. The shooting percentage starting to reflect that.
And here's Whiteside. Back to Smart. Some solid defense from Brown.
Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
And slam dunk by Henson.
Well, Kevin, no one's ever questioned his court vision. Rose playing unselfish basketball, being the leader this team needs him to be.
Now here's Walker. Pass to Tice. Warren against Smart. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Whiteside. And that one drops. And the Celtics lead by 7.
I think Brown demonstrating he's got a great understanding of the game. He keeps his head moving, his eyes open so he can spot the open man.
Now here's Rose. Feeds it to Henson. Yep, it counts.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
There's Walker following the score by John Henson. And that's good. Kemba Walker for 3.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Rose gets to Warren. Back to Rose. Inside. Here's McCray. Shoots over Brown. Hassan Whiteside grabs the miss. Whiteside's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Smart on the wing. He's covered by Brown. Here's Whiteside. Good, and Smart gets the assist. 8 points for Hassan Whiteside.
Well, you have to admire how Smart is running this offense right now. He has a knack for spotting open teammates.
Here's Rose. Walker with some nice D. Celtics leading by 10. It's Brown on the wing. He's covered by Warren. Down low. Whiteside, no good. The Pistons have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. And finished off by Brown.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Now, here's Tice. Passes it to Smart. Back to Tice. The 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Tice has got his first 3 points of the game.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
So for the Pistons, Wood, he's checked in for McCray. Luke Kennard comes in for Bruce Brown. And Thomas subbed in for Derrick Rose. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, well, Dwayne Casey just going over the game plan with his team down the stretch. He is not pleased. He told them they have to make a push right now. He said, look, we got to make a move, or I've got to pull the plug. Pretty blunt stuff, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt here.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his groove.
And the Celtics with possession here, following the bucket by the Pistons. Walker's shot is off. Thomas against Walker. Thomas passes to Kennard. Right wing. Thomas with the ball. He's picked up by Whiteside. The shot's good from Henson.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Walker dishes to Brown. And finished off by Brown.
Oh, my goodness, Kevin. Brown finishes off the drive, not simply laying it in, but a message of authority on the dunk.
Here's Thomas, and it's blocked by Whiteside. Stolen by Henson. Thomas against Walker. Thomas down low, shoots over Walker. Here's Wood. The shot, no good. And it's Boston the other way. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. And finished off by Brown.
I'll tell you, allow an athlete like Jaylen Brown to get this close, it's going to be finished and finished strong.
Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Celtics leading by 9. Outside, Walker. Dishes to Brown. Now, here's Whiteside. He's guarded closely. Here's Smart. Detroit with the rebound.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And he comes up with the deuce. Thomas got 21.
And though Thomas is great from the perimeter, he has a toughness and a willingness to go in amongst the trees and kind of mix it up.
Now a timeout called by Boston. And Kennard came into the league viewed mostly as a shooter, but he's been able to provide much more than that.
I mean, better than you think when he puts the ball on the floor. Learning how to lean into defenders and step back to open up the shot is a better playmaker than he gets credit for, and we should see him take on a larger role as he develops.
Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Boston. Outside, Walker. To the middle. Here's Whiteside. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Well, you have to give credit to Kemba Walker, who has always found ways to improve his game year after year. Has worked on that shot and tool set enough where he can now be a handful to defend for any guard.
Free throw, good, Whiteside. And with Walker, as he has progressed as a player, you know, Greg, so has his leadership.
And Kemba has been a natural leader for so long during his time. When your leader puts in the work that Kemba does, it has to inspire the rest of that roster.
Now here's Brown. Isaiah Thomas missing his last shot. Brown finds Tatum. Celtics passing it around. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Moves on moves. That's Jason Tatum.
I mean, this guy's a natural isolation scorer. Jab steps, crossovers, turnarounds, fadeaways. He's got an awful lot in his bag.
You get the sense that Jason Tatum has a drive to be great. This is a young player who doesn't lack for confidence. I love watching him play.
Now here's Walker. Plays it up and banks it in. Walker's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Boy, that's a backbreaker. Takes it right into the rim and extends their lead.
You want to make sure your opponent knows they have absolutely zero chance of a comeback, and nice finish by him.
Free throw good, Thomas. That one is no good. Of course, we know historically the Celtics, the only franchise to ever have a 4-peat, 4 straight championships. Do you think at some point we're going to see another?
I'm not sure there can be in today's NBA, Kevin. There are a number of different contributing factors. Number one, the salary cap implications that happen. Number two, look at the Golden State Warriors, who were well positioned for a 3-peat. And yet, as you know, luck plays a small part in an NBA championship. Luck relative to injuries. You see Klay Thompson and Kevin Durant both get lost in the midst of an NBA Finals. This is it's challenging enough to go back to back. Forget about 4-peat.
Now here's Tatum. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Celtics lead by 10.
Some athleticism on display. Jason Tatum, the speed, the strides on the drive.
Here's Kennard. Pass to Warren. Six on the shot clock. Back to Kennard. Shoots the three. Rebound Boston. Brown's got 4 rebounds in this game. From deep, Walker. It's hauled in by Wood. Wood's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Here's Kennard. Guarded by Smart. Back to Warren. Just 4 to shoot. Over Brown. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for Boston.
They made more foul shots, and that was the difference.
That was a big advantage. The other team was defending with their hands instead of moving their feet, and they handed them a lot of easy points at the line.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And they put themselves into the driver's seat in regards to the season series with this team. Tonight's win will give them a 2-1 edge with only 1 left to play.
And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for Hassan Whiteside.
Boy, this guy played with some swagger and intensity on the boards tonight, dominating the physical aspect of the game.
Count that one. And the Celtics lead by 13.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question, GA. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Now here's Thomas. Not going to go that time. Good work defensively by Whiteside. Walker against Thomas. Walker with it. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did.